If you're serious about financial freedom, you need to hear this. Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is a really important book that has influenced millions of readers around the world. It makes you think differently about money, challenging conventional wisdom, and encouraging a new mindset. The book is centered around two dads in Robert's life who had very different ideas about money and financial success. His real dad, whom he calls the poor dad, believed in the traditional path: go to school, get a good job, and work hard for a stable income. Despite his dedication and hard work at his steady job, poor dad always struggled with money, living paycheck to paycheck. On the other hand, there's the rich dad, who was the father of Robert's best friend. Rich dad was a savvy businessman who built his own success from the ground up, even though he didn't finish school. He believed in the power of financial education, investing wisely, and owning assets that generate income. Robert uses stories from his own life to illustrate how these two contrasting philosophies about money shape their lives and destinies. Poor dad always worked for money, stuck in a never-ending cycle of earning and spending, with little to show for his efforts. In contrast, rich dad made his money work for him by investing in assets that generated more income, creating a cycle of wealth. This fundamental difference in approach is the main idea of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it challenges readers to rethink their own financial strategies. The book encourages readers to question their beliefs about money and consider alternative ways to achieve financial independence and security. Ultimately, Rich Dad, Poor Dad teaches that financial success isn't just about how much you earn, but how you manage your money, invest wisely, and make informed financial decisions. One of the most important lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad is about escaping the rat race. The rat race is like being stuck on a wheel, working hard for your paycheck, paying bills, and getting into debt. It's a never-ending cycle that can feel impossible to break free from. The old way of thinking, just get a safe job and a pension, isn't enough anymore. In today's world, relying solely on a traditional job can leave you vulnerable and financially insecure. Rich Dad says it's important to own things that make money for you, even when you're not working. This means investing in assets that generate income without requiring your constant effort. This is called passive income. Passive income allows you to earn money while you sleep, travel, or spend time with loved ones. Think about rent from a house, money from stocks, or dividends from investments. Or money you get if you wrote a book, created an online course, or developed a product. If you have things that make money for you, you can be financially free and not have to rely on a job. Financial freedom means having the flexibility to pursue your passions and interests. This doesn't mean you should quit your job tomorrow. It's about creating a plan and taking steps towards financial independence. It means you should start thinking differently. Begin by educating yourself about personal finance and investment opportunities. Instead of working for money, think about building ways to make money work for you. This shift in mindset is crucial for long-term financial success. It means spending time and money on things that will make you more money, so you can be independent and do what you love without worrying about money. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your financial freedom grow. Rich Dad. Poor Dad says it's super important to learn about money if you want to be successful with it. Sadly, most people don't know enough about managing their money. This lack of knowledge gets them stuck in debt and financial problems. Rich Dad teaches that knowing about money means understanding basic money ideas. This means knowing the difference between things that make you money, assets, and things that cost you money, liabilities. Assets like stocks, real estate, or businesses put money in your pocket. Liabilities, like mortgages, car loans, and credit card debt, take money out of your pocket. Lots of people think their house is an asset, but Rich Dad says it's a liability unless it makes you money, like if you rent it out. Understanding financial statements, cash flow, and how to invest is also really important. By learning these things, you can make smart choices about your money, invest wisely, and build a secure financial future. Kiyosaki wants you to focus on getting things that make you money, not just earning a bigger paycheck. A big salary sounds good, but it doesn't mean much if you have lots of bills and debt. Real wealth comes from owning things that make you money and become more valuable over time. Building these assets requires a change in how you think and what you do. Instead of spending extra money on things that lose value or cost you money, put that money into things that can grow. This could mean investing in real estate, starting a small business, or buying stock in successful companies. The goal is to have your assets make enough money to pay for everything you need, so you don't have to rely on a job. This takes discipline, patience, and planning for the future, but being financially free is worth it. Section 5. Winning the tax game. Rich Dad. Poor Dad talks about taxes and how rich people use the tax rules to their advantage. Kiyosaki explains that taxes were originally meant for rich people, but now regular people pay more taxes, and they often don't know how to legally pay less. Companies have different tax rules than people, and rich people use this to pay less taxes. For example, business costs like travel, food, and investments can be subtracted from their income, so they pay taxes on less money. Kiyosaki wants you to learn about tax laws and talk to financial advisors to find legal ways to pay less taxes. This helps you protect your money and keep more of what you earn. Section 6. Unleash your money creativity. Rich Dad. Poor Dad teaches us that rich people don't just work for money. They make opportunities and find ways to make more money. This takes financial smarts, which means knowing about accounting, investing, understanding the market, and knowing the law. Kiyosaki says, you don't have to be born rich to be financially smart. It's about learning to see opportunities, understand risks, and make good decisions about money. He gives lots of examples of people who became rich by thinking creatively and using their financial smarts. This could mean finding clever ways to invest in things that are undervalued, seeing new trends in the market, or building businesses that solve problems. By learning about money and being entrepreneurial, you can create wealth and achieve financial freedom. Section 7. Investing in yourself. Skills over wages. Rich Dad. Poor Dad talks a lot about assets and passive income, but it also says it's important to invest in yourself. Rich Dad believed in learning valuable skills, even if it meant taking a job that paid less at first. He knew that skills are like assets that become more valuable over time, making you more important at work. Kiyosaki wants you to look for chances to learn and develop skills that people need. This might mean taking classes, going to workshops, or learning from successful people in your field. Focus on skills that you can use in different jobs like sales, marketing, communication, leadership, and managing money. By constantly learning new things, you become more adaptable, resourceful, and able to create your own opportunities. This helps your career grow, makes you more financially secure, and helps you deal with changes in the economy. Section 8. Overcoming roadblocks, embracing freedom. Rich Dad. Poor Dad knows that becoming financially free isn't easy. It requires dedication, perseverance, and a willingness to face and overcome numerous challenges. Kiyosaki talks about 5 things that stop people from reaching their money goals: fear, cynicism, laziness, bad habits, and arrogance. These obstacles can be deeply ingrained and difficult to overcome, but recognizing them is the first step. Fear of failing or losing money can freeze people, stopping them from taking chances. This fear can be paralyzing, but it's essential to push through it. Being negative can cloud your judgment and make you doubt yourself. Cynicism can prevent you from seeing opportunities and taking advantage of them. Laziness and putting things off can lead to missed opportunities. Procrastination is a silent killer of dreams and ambitions. Bad habits, like spending too much or not saving, can ruin even the best financial plans. It's crucial to develop good financial habits early on. Being arrogant and not learning from mistakes can stop you from growing and asking for help. Humility and a willingness to learn are key to financial success. Kiyosaki gives ways to overcome these roadblocks. He emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and continuous improvement. He says it's important to think positively, take smart risks, and not be afraid of failure. Each failure is a learning opportunity. Have supportive people around you and always keep learning. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals can provide motivation and guidance. By dealing with these internal challenges, you can reach your full potential and start your journey to financial freedom. It's a continuous process of growth and self-discovery. The ultimate goal is to not have to depend on money and live a life full of purpose and abundance. Financial freedom allows you to focus on what truly matters. Rich Dad. Poor Dad gives you a plan to achieve this freedom, helping you take control of your money